Check 1, 2.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Marcos. Eric.
Afternoon.
Good morning, Eric.
Hey guys. Thank you. Okay, let's start. Who's first?
I can go first. Kevin Davis from Boxing Socialist. This is the first time you've rematched an opponent that I've noticed. Is there something you feel that, like, are you wary of the fact that he may have figured something out about you, or more than you figured out something about him?
Es la primera vez que tú das una revancha, que tú haces una revancha. En tu carrera, ¿te preocupa que a lo mejor él ya tiene detalles tuyos o que tú tengas detalles de él, algo diferente?
No estoy preocupado porque yo puedo cambiar algunas cosas que hice mal y él creo que no puede cambiar. Yo creo que la forma de pelear él va a ser la misma. Él siempre pelea como peleó conmigo.
Yeah, you're right. You know, it's a rematch, but no, I think that I'm gonna be able to make some adjustments, change up a little bit. He won't be able to make adjustments. He always fights the same way, so I think that's gonna be the difference.
What adjustments are you looking to make?
¿Qué ajustes vas a hacer?
Creo que tenemos que mantener un poco más la distancia. Yo me enseñé mucho, no le di recorrido a mis golpes, no, para que sean fuertes, bien fuertes y nada, eso es lo que vamos a corregir, que los golpes tengan más recorrido.
One of the things that we're going to concentrate on is a distance control. I think that I smothered my punches a little too much in the first fight, so I'm going to have to get a little more distance so I can be able to extend my arms and really get power behind my punches.
How important for him is that match? How important for him is that match?
¿Qué importante para ti es la revancha?
What does he have to do? What does he have to do?
¿Qué tienes que hacer?
Bueno, que la primera pelea la gané y yo creo que más importante, más presiones para él, que tiene que demostrar que va a mantener su invicto y nada, yo no tengo presión.
I think I won the first fight. I think the pressure's solely on him. He has to try to maintain that O, and I don't have any pressure. I just got to do the same thing I did in the first one and beat him.
How heartbroken was he on Sunday?
¿Te dolió la derrota del equipo de Argentina?
Sí, mucho.
Yeah, yes, I was heartbroken very much. So.
Prefería que pierda en los cuartos de final y no en la final. Fue más doloroso.
Yeah, I would rather they would have lost in the final four than in the final, because it's more painful to lose in the final.
Did Messi deserve the golden ball?
Se mereció Messi la bola de oro.
Hizo algunas cositas que por ahí sí se mereció. En realidad se mereció todo el equipo porque todo el equipo hizo mucho.
Yeah, you know, I think so. I mean, he did some things very well, and it's deserving, but it would have been nicer that the whole team got it, because it was a team effort.
Would Marcos wish that Messi attended his fight in Las Vegas?
¿Te gustaría que Messi llegue a tu pelea en septiembre?
Sí, me gustaría que Messi, Maradona.
Messi, Maradona, they're my idols. Yes, I would like for them to come.
Have you ever played soccer when he was younger?
¿Jugaste fútbol con el chico?
Sí.
Yes.
What position?
¿Posición?
10, delantero.
Yeah, score, number 10.
Jugué hasta que empecé boxeo y después de empezar boxeo.
And yeah, he played until he started boxing, and then once he started boxing, he left soccer.
If not boxing, what he would like to do in life?
Si no fueras boxeador, ¿qué otra cosa hicieras en tu vida?
No sé,
Maybe
futbolista.
maybe football, soccer, yeah.
Bueno, he pasado por muchas cosas que no sé qué estaría haciendo.
I've had so many things happen to me, I really don't know what I've been doing.
It's a question for Robert and Marcos. Okay, why, gloves are supposed to protect your hands and not an addition of power. Why is this very important for him that he has his special gloves?
Important for whom?
For he has his gloves.
They're not our special gloves. It's gloves that everybody wears. Every last gloves are approved by every commission in the United States. It's not our special gloves. It's just the gloves that we're comfortable wearing. Chino has worn them for all his fights, at least the fights that he's been training with me. and all my other fighters wear them, so he's comfortable with them. You know, like he's mentioned before, it's like a soccer player not wearing his shoes in a soccer game. Same thing. Those are the gloves we're used to. If they bring us some other gloves the day of the fight, gloves that we have never wore before, you think that's something that the fighters will feel comfortable? Of course not. You know, they're all 8 ounces, but it's just they're all made different, and those are the gloves that we're used to wearing.
Do you think that was the determining factor in the fight, in the first fight?
It could have been, you know, it could have been. I'm not saying it was, but it could have been, you know, those gloves, just like the Reyes gloves, have been made for those fighters that have the power.
Better feel.
That, you know, they're just comfortable. The way, you know, the way the hand fits inside the glove, it's just comfortable for a power puncher, a guy that doesn't have problems with his hands. Those that have problems with their hands, they've known to wear Grant. That's the law. That's not, you know, if the contract says fighter could wear their own gloves if approved by the commission, then, you know, then why couldn't we wear us? The commission approved them. The commission approved our gloves.
Has that been sorted out for the rematch?
Honestly, I still don't know. It's still, if I'm not mistaken, we still haven't even finally signed a contract, but I might be wrong. Maybe that's an answer that maybe his manager, his promoters could answer for you.
Can you clarify that at all?
The deal's done. With respect to the gloves, it's an open issue that's going to get solved.
Okay. If it's so important, though, why wasn't it put into the contract specifically this time around so this wouldn't happen, you know, towards fight night again?
There's a lot of determining factors, and Chino's basically told us, look, it's part of the negotiations, but it'll be finalized shortly.
For us, the most important thing was getting the fight. Getting the fight, you know, we're still gonna fight. Power Lock's still good glove, you know, but you know, we want to fight. You know, we know that what we did the first time was something that nobody's ever done before, and we know that with enough time, even if it has to be some other kind of glove, but we wear it during training and we're used to it, then we'll be fine. But coming into the fight, the day of the fight, getting those gloves and telling us you got no other gloves what you're wearing, of course we're not comfortable.
Marcos, could you notice the difference when fighting the first time with those gloves?
¿Notaste la diferencia usando los guantes diferentes cuando peleaste con el peleador?
Sí, se notó la diferencia porque mi guante, lo que yo uso normalmente me calzan bien en las manos, calzan como yo quiero, y bueno, esto no me entraba la mano en el guante, muy incómodo.
Yes, it was a difference because the gloves that I use are fit to my hand and they're just so much more comfortable. The ones that I was made to wear are not comfortable. They're very different.
Have gloves ever been an issue before?
Not with Maidana, but yes, normally there is always an issue with gloves in big championship fights.
Well,
Something comes up.
I'm referring to that.
Okay.
Has anybody ever questioned the gloves before?
No, never. No, never. They're Everlast gloves. It's a U.S.
We've
company.
worn them since he's been fighting with me to all 5 fights that we've had together. You know, Bronner, we won against Bronner, against Otto Caraz, same kind of glove. There's nothing different.
Why do you think his camp has such a problem with the MX gloves?
Huh?
Why do you think his camp has such a problem with letting you guys wear MX?
Every fighter that has power, that hits hard, you know, all my fighters, from Brandon Rose to Mikey to Nair, all of them all wear the MX because they hit hard, and most of their fights are won by knockout. That was the main reason. What else? Why else?
How frustrating it is for the fighter to deal with this just ahead of the fight?
Se frustró. Hicieron eso lo de los guantes unos días antes de la pelea.
Or do you guys as a camp trying to don't get an impression of him and kind of don't involve him into this conversation?
O no te importa y básicamente eso es lo menos lo de los guantes.
No, yo creo que si le gano le voy a ganar con cualquier guante, pero no, sí, yo me siento más cómodo con los míos.
Look, I mean, the bottom line is if I'm going to win, I'm going to win with any glove. It doesn't matter.
El día de la pelea no me di ni cuenta que tenía otro guante. Bueno, después de la pelea me puse a pensar que había peleado con otro guante.
It's just using my gloves feel more comfortable. In fact, the day of the fight, I didn't really even care about the gloves. I was so concentrated on the fight. It wasn't until after the fight that I realized that it was, you know, it just didn't, it felt different.
Marcus' birthday coming July 17th, so you're gonna be guys in